they bring complex notions of how it's supposed to be. Thank you so much on behalf of all of us. This is what we do it for. This is why we do it.
What do we want? What do we want?
Little whap.
Little whap.
Just another one champion sound.
Yeah.
Oh, this is around like 3:30 in the morning in someone's kitchen, buzz, everyone getting on a buzz. Yeah, got it.
That was all not time at all.
That's like your fucking collapse and Wandering Star.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What's happening this evening?
We are doing our first ever headline in Whelans upstairs. Sorry, no one else to say, to be honest. We've got support with Analia, and then we'll be on for about an hour and 15 or so. So yeah, we're absolutely buzzing about it.
Any message to the people coming later and what they can expect from the gig?
Loose.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking loose. It's gonna be loose.
Oh, listen up now and hear me say, come alive and hold your own. Up so high but down below. So where is the money gone? Like a girl with her high heels on, there's no getting around. La la, la 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 la. 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 La la, la 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 la.
Oh, there we are.
I feel like I'm jet lagged or something.
That's what mine was.
It's one of those days. One of these.
Sweaty already.
Oh man, you know how it works like.
Yeah, where's the next one?
We nervous? Are we excited?
We're very, very
excited.
Yes.
Excited more.
Don't sound too enthusiastic.
Again, it's just the waiting period in between when the support's on and you're just buzzing to go. Yeah. But now it's gonna be crack. It's the first time we've actually got to play with the people we all want there in front of us. Every other gig, it's been quite hard to organise that. It's been supports. It's been sold out gigs and all this. So it's gonna be just really nice to play to our people and again do everything our own way, play exactly what we want to play. So yeah, it's gonna be some buzz.
Can you talk a little bit about the EP and just how that came about and what it means to finally get a piece out, like a full curated piece together?
That sounds like a John question.
There is the writing part, but I think it's like
Yeah.
just as well as it lined up, where we had Vicar Street lined up and then COVID came in and that kind of scuppered those plans. So he said instead of sitting around, we just said let's get all these tunes together when we could. So we went out to Stuart Gray in Gelstown Studios, who did our first single, Simple Things. So we went back to him to get 4 songs done, and I think that's kind of the opportunity where it came from the writing side. Obviously John's writing the songs, so I'll let him talk about the meaning, but like
Well, I wasn't even going to go into that as such. I was just going to say, like, it's interesting how we kind of agreed on the 4 tunes, because like Who'd Have Known was one of the first tunes that we actually ever played together. I'd had Be the Animal written from like 6 or 7 years ago, and then Wandering Star was an instrumental that Jake had as well, which is again another one of the first tunes that we played together. And then Young Soldier's a recent song, so like the songs have kind of come from different angles and different avenues and stuff, and then we've kind of decided that we wanted to put those 4 tunes out. So I think obviously all of them aren't out at the moment, but like obviously we've heard them, and as a collection of songs they sound great. They all sound, I think the other thing as well about them is it is a real kind of indication of like what we actually sound like now. It's like all of the tunes sound like us, because I mean before obviously we have the 2 singles and they are quite different in their style, so
This
I
knits
think
it all together.
yeah,
This
exactly, and
knits
I
it
think
together.
this is the kind of sound that we actually want to be portraying, and I think we do that really, really well. So yeah, no, we're excited to get it out, and that again, along with the headline, was the plan. Kind of post Christmas was to be like, right, fuck it, let's just do an EP, and get more tunes out there, because you know our singles were kind of spaced out by 7-8 months, and I think we just wanted to put out more content. And doubling your output from the previous year and doing a headline, like we're you know streets ahead of where we were last year. So again, it's all just a progression thing. And then it's gonna go back up again, and then it's gonna come down.
Well, sorry, I don't mean as in like pull back energy. I just mean as in just deep breath and nothing has to be extra fucking. Like you don't have to do anything extra fancy than what we've been doing.
I know,
It's
yeah,
just-
yeah.
Everything's the same.
Yeah. It's just gonna be in terms of the between the songs is the only thing that's gonna change.
Yeah, oh no, 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's grand.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did was about that. Like, yeah.
Great, thanks man. We're in another shot.
Oh, fuck.
It's more just me fucking figuring out that microphone.
What you mean? Figure it
Changing
out.
it.
For the looking so good.
Yeah. I have the stool and everything, I just need to it should be fine, I just need to get comfortable.
Sleeping in the hope of something higher above. Patiently just waiting for my turn to come along. Whoa, there's no conversation that's been turned away. Now my conversation feels so good to me. Whether or in numbers, I want you once you want. You're not like the others. You're looking so good. You're looking so good. So good. So good. So
Is there any significance with the title?
I actually thought
I'd like to let
Yeah,
people
go ahead,
find,
yeah.
let people find out where it comes from. If people
Yeah.
listen to the tunes, they might
Yeah,
find
they'll
out
figure it out.
where the name
That's a
comes
good
from.
show.
yeah,
Someone
okay.
actually only said that to me yesterday. They
Oh,
were
really?
like, they were like, oh, I found out why your name EP. I was like, so you listened to the song? No, that's it's there. Like obviously it has to do with one of the songs in there, but yeah, it was just it just rings nice. I think.
I think it's the alliteration, because it's two two R's and just
and we kind of do run riot, and
Yeah.
you'll see that later.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got multiple meanings, whatever way you look at it. But as long as it's sounding good, as well as it's sounding good, there is more meanings behind it as well.
Yeah.
So leave that up to other
Definitely,
people.
the
to
tunes are
decipher.
more fast paced as well, so it's again running riot kind of fast
Yeah.
tempo
And,
buzz. So yeah.
Plans for the remainder of the year?
Tommy,
and
is that
going
you?
forward?
Yo.
Get him in.
We've got a guest in here, Tommy.
It's always easy to say when it's not you that is crying. I can't look away, I'm just a name, losing faith. Around the bend you don't see the world's under your feet. A shock to the system, it's just coming undone. Do we see it now, fate? Is it my mistake? Don't mean it, no, I don't mean it. I'm just holding on to that feeling. Is it worth all this pain? If it is, it's no gain. Won't settle, no, I won't settle. Who'd have known this is how it'd end up? Undermining all the things and everything that I say. Oh, it's no wonder that it ended up a different way. Every time I think about it, every time I'm feeling down, I'm searching for the voice that brings me around. The bend you don't see, the world's under your feet. A shock to the system, it's just coming under. Do we see it Thank you.
Good timing, bro. Yeah. What was your question, sorry?
What are plans for the rest of the year and going forward?
Well, there's a lot of plans for the rest of the year. We're doing some more sports with Aslan, and we're doing Other Side Festival in Slane. We're sharing the stage with the Scratch, Soda Blonde, people like that. So it's going to be great.
Saint Sister as well.
Saint Sister as well. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and after this headline gig, what's next? Probably another headline gig in a better venue, bigger production, bigger tunes, bigger crew, everything. Just keep moving forward and forward.
Absolutely.
So
I think as well, with where we are, like we're realistic in where we are at the moment as a band, and sometimes you just don't know what's actually coming. And like obviously, as Jake just mentioned, like we do have plans for the year, but sometimes you don't know what's around the corner or who might be looking at you or who might be listening to you as well. So that's kind of part of the excitement as well, I think, as well. So yeah.
Is one thing as well that to just bring up on, it's not exactly on that question, but playing with other bands has been something that we haven't really got much. We played with Aslan, but even just bands in our genre
Demographic.
and demographic as well. That would be really nice when we go to Other Side and actually get to be around, and not even just bands, but very, very good Irish bands and DJs and everything else, and be in artist camps and get to mingle and just, yeah, it's going to be
That's also our first festival as well, just to note.
Yeah.
So we're absolutely buzzing about that to see, even from like just our own experience side of things. It's like bang in the middle of July as well. So hopefully, if it's like any way like the weather is today, then happy days. Oh, yeah.
Tears rolling down my face while you act like a little kid. You wouldn't let me go if you just cared just a little bit, not a little bit.
I might bring out another bottle of water just to be safe. Oh god, I have 2 bottles out there already.
2, hotel ready.
I'm just gonna walk out with the one I had, which is there.
I don't wanna give in 'cause I got no sense of closure on this mess. Why is it a mess? And now my heart is sinking and I'm looking for the right words to explain. Oh, never again. Looking out for a sign, looking out for a moment. And now it's bleeding me dry. Now I'm feeling hopeless. Feeling hopeless. A young soldier, old friend, I told you, this ain't pretend. This ain't pretend. This ain't pretend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh man. Woo! Oh, sweet Jesus.
fucking mental,
That
mental.
was mad, man. That was crazy shit, man.
Jesus Christ. It's a mall 13. Oh my god. My string broke on the last electric tune.
Non-stop.
Oh yeah, to be honest, it didn't really matter. It didn't make much of a difference.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for the sold out gig tonight. Sold out in a day, which
Yeah,
is very,
that's crazy
very
stuff.
unexpected.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, we're just looking forward to it.
And we hope it's like the rest of the tunes that are coming out as well.
Yeah.
Whoever's going to the gig will
We'll
obviously
hear
hear them, but we'll have them out on our socials and everything as well. But yeah, as Jake said, it
Thanks for the support.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Thanks.
Sounds, thanks.
Cheers, guys. Enjoy the gig.
I think he's all know what tune is coming next. This is our last tune. It was our first single, and you all know the words as well to this one. I just want to say a huge fucking thank you to all of yous. Yous have made this the best night ever. It's really been amazing. Yous have been an incredible crowd. Thank you so much. Thank you, Whelans. Searching for a sign that tells me everything. we do it for. This is why we do it.